All right, here we go. We're rolling. Okay, so hi, I'm Ed Gogol. You're Lynn Lawson. Tell us about yourself. Um, Tell us about yourself. Tell us what your troubles are and why an aid in dying law is important to you.
Well, I'm 90 years old, and I recently watched my husband die. He was in hospice for 11 months, gradually deteriorating, losing first one thing and then another. First, he lost his ability to feed himself, and then he couldn't walk, and then he couldn't get out of bed. And all this went on for 11 months. And he often said, I just want to die. I just want to die. And he got comfort care from hospice, but not what he really wanted, which was to end his suffering. And I don't want to go through that same thing myself. I have a number of health conditions. I have bronchiectasis, and I have peripheral neuropathy. Uh, I'm legally blind. I've lost much of my hearing, and I am very tired all of the time. I'm pretty exhausted, and I would very much like to have a law in Illinois like the law in Oregon or Washington, California now, uh, Vermont, Montana, and I would like it broad enough so that somebody like myself who is suffering a lot all of the time, whether or not my condition is terminal, I would like a law that was broader than the one in in the states where it is now. And I feel the same way as that or I think the same way as the Supreme Court of Canada, which recently voted unanimously that people should have the right to end their lives when they get to this stage. And I think that that is the way it should be. And so I very much want a new law in Illinois for myself and others that I know who feel the same way. It's too late, of course, to help my husband. We were married for 56 years, and I miss him a great deal, but I wish he'd been able to leave this life sooner and not have so much suffering as he had. So I think this is a very important thing, something we really need in Illinois. I think it's only right that we have that choice. It's a choice that is very important, and we're not asking that anybody else do anything. People can do whatever they want as they get near the end of their lives, but I personally would want a choice. I feel very strongly about this.
Thank you, Lynn. That's beautiful. You said that perfectly. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So tell me more about yourself. How long have you lived in Evanston?
I've lived in Evanston since 56 when I came here to work on a master's degree at Northwestern in English.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband and I were married in 59, and we bought this house in 61, and I've lived here ever since.
And what have you been doing most of your life?
Well, I've worked a variety of jobs. I've been an editor, I've worked as a writer, I've taught. I taught English at the University of Illinois in Chicago and at other places. So I've had other jobs too. So it's been for me a very interesting life.
What is your opinion on the use of semicolons? Do you think there's too much use of semicolons or too little use of semicolons?
Would you say that again?
That's a joke. That's a joke. Marilyn and I argue about commas. All right, here, hang on. I'm going to